starts in 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go.
Hey everybody, and welcome back to the Crypto Night Show. Your host Superman in the house. It's kind of become my catchphrase now, but here we are. Hey, look, we got a good show today. PulseChain Titans. Yes, that's what I said. PulseChain Titans. We're going to go through a lot of big projects on PulseChain. We're going to talk about XGame, of course, which launched a day and a half ago, I think it is. Something like that, maybe a day ago. Yeah, yesterday. Is it just yesterday? Maybe it is. Gladiator Games course is coming up with tournament number 8, I think, and it's got the midweek tournament on. Started about an hour ago, so you can jump into that. I really encourage you to get in there if you love gaming and crypto. And then, of course, LibertySwap. We're going to talk about all the latest updates on that. Of course, that countdown's getting closer and closer. We're going to look at the countdown for that one. Vault369 of course, from Fast Abdul. We're going to talk about that. Where might that go? That's come out of the blue, and it looks like a pretty hefty, heavyweight little protocol there. So we're going to talk about that. And of course, Coinwell, the other big whale. We had Firewhale, and of course he's going to continue on. But we also got Rack Michelle about to launch Coinwell early November's expectation there. So we're excited about it. It's going to be a great show. Hope you guys enjoy it. Starting a little bit early at the moment, just because we've got a few activities on in the afternoon here. It's currently 11:17 a.m. in New Zealand, 29th of October. It is Wednesday. And of course, the weather outside, we've just come through a storm actually, which is, we get these sort of crazy things at this time of the year, October, November. So hopefully that finds up a little bit though, so we can get out and about. We've got Fast Abdul. Speaking of Vault369, we've got Fast Abdul in the house there. I'm here for the tech. A big shout out there, Fast Abdul. Welcome to the chat. And of course, we've got Sean O'Malley as well. Good morning, chads. Hey, Sean, always a pleasure. Great to have you. And let's get into it. We're going to have a lot of time. We're going to start with the stock market, get into crypto, go to Richard Hart, and then go to PulseChain and get into the Titans, the Titan projects, which is pretty exciting. I mean, it's really, the bull run, as LibertySwap said the other day, has started. It has started, man. We are onto it. We're onto it. Let's see where we are. Let's go for gold. We've got Paul O'Shea in the house. Hey, Paul. Looking good, suit man. I appreciate that. Yeah, I still need a haircut, though. I still overdue. I keep saying I'm going to get a haircut, and I never get a haircut. I've got to go get a haircut. That's probably the only thing I've got to do. Get my Superman curl back. You can sort of see, I need to get that refined. Get the old Superman curl. All right, let's get into the stock market, folks. And we've got big news with the Fed, of course, coming up. We've got the S&P 500 in record close again. Of course, the upcoming US-China trade optimism is high. Trump, of course, doing his Asian tour, making a number of huge deals and just having a damn good time in Asia is the old Trump. He's dancing in there and everything else. He's meeting the Japanese emperor, the Japanese prime minister. He's, we're having a really good relationship with all the Asian leaders. It's really, really good. This is what we want, a positive world where things are constructive and balanced and fair. I think that's kind of cool. It's doing pretty well. Big contracts coming out of that, of course. And now he's kind of come up to, President Xi with the meeting with that. And it looks like they're softening things up a little bit there. We'll see how it goes. We know how that is, how that's set up. But in any case, will the markets react? That's what we want to see. The Dow Jones at the moment up a 30%, 162 points to 47,700. Remember, the Dow Jones got the top 30 sort of industrials in it. The S&P 500 is up 1/5%, 15 points to 6,890. That's looking really, really good. The Nasdaq at the moment of 0.8%, 190 points to 23,827. And those three indices on the move right now. And of course, we've probably got a very long extended cycle here because manufacturing index is still below 50, and so we've got a huge upside there, and a long market move. US dollar at 98.52, 98.52. Now, obviously, I think the better outcome for the United States is to have a strong dollar. You don't want to really have the other strategy is going for a devaluing your dollar, but I think that weakens the United States. So hopefully, the Trump administration is is lying on the stronger dollar strategy. I think that's the best one overall. And we've got the oil prices right now, $60. Can you believe, for West Texas right now, $60.20. And we got Brent oil at $63.85. I mean, what a champion! This is the oil prices. Look at it coming down since Trump got into power. What, the 20th of January this year? And what's the price of Brown about then? Let's look here. Around about $77, I think it is. It's around that. Around $77, and here we are at $60. So it's down $17, guys. Woo-hoo-hoo-hoo-hoo! Trump is the winner. Trump is the winner, and that means the American people are the winner, and that means the world is the winner. So that's pretty awesome there. We got the oil price of Brent oil is at $63.85. What was that when Trump got in? Well, let's have a look. Hopefully it renders properly. Doesn't sometimes do that. I don't know if it's rendering properly, but here it is, down $63. And it was up, I don't know, where is it? 70, about $80. About $80. It's like 64. So $16. Trump's success again, guys. And of course, you guys know oil prices and oil is flooded through, I don't know, 85, 95% of physical products, some in some form, impacted by oil. So you bring that down, and you bring down the whole U.S. economy, and of course, in terms of cost and inflation, right? So huge. And look, it's just brilliant, just mastery. We put up with. I say this again and again because it's really important to reiterate. We put up with liberal and progressives over the last 4 decades telling nonsense. I used to listen to it every decade, guys. Every decade since university, I listened to these guys talk absolute nonsense on TV. I'm just going, these guys are insane. Remember, they used to do things like, oh, we're going to manage decline of the West and all sorts of nonsense like that. It's inevitable that everybody else, like China's going to take over. It was just insanity, guys. It's just insanity. And it's nice to have Trump back, talking common sense, talking logic. It's amazing there. Now, obviously, Trump's got his own idiosyncrasies, as we say, but he's generally heading in the right direction, and it's great. It's great. Now we got gold at the moment, 39,555. So coming off that high, a lot of people are talking about rotation, of course, back into stocks, crypto, and I guess risk-on assets. And so that's looking pretty good. We've got silver right now at $47. However, I'm expecting those to continue to rally into 2026 because of the golden age of America, and it takes. Let's say at the minimum 9 months for things after you start doing investments for things to really take off in terms of, all the manufacturing that's going on. Remember, $20 trillion by the end of this year expected to be going into investments in construction in the United States. And we see, obviously, with this Asian round, hundreds of billions of dollars more being committed to investment in the United States. Pretty huge. In fact, Trump did a presentation today with all the different companies building in the United States in different areas. It is really game on, guys. It's going to be unbelievable. So yeah, we're still in that setting up phase. So I guess the first 9 months, 12 months is reorganizing the world economy and societies based on all the troubles that the Democrats and globalists and Marxists have caused. And of course, we see those Marxists and globalists screwing around, putting in ridiculous digital IDs. Only a fool thinks that digital ID is going to be necessary. Hey, look, everything works already. So we don't need any of the digital ID. It simply is about control. That's it. Control, control, control. And we've got all these people, unfortunately, just willy-nilly just get on with their lives, don't really think, and then just go, oh, yeah, I want a digital ID. I'm going to get digital ID. Well, you're basically enslaving yourself for good, because they can turn off your accounts, do anything they want to you once they've got the digital ID. It is comprehensive. And of course, that moves us on to credit scores and all this sort of stuff, though. And at the moment, a lot of the leaders in the West are narcissistic nightmares. And so, yeah, we've got that in New Zealand. We're in trouble here. So, just spread the word, guys. Freedom, freedom, freedom. Tell whoever you can. That's all I can say. Anyway, so we've got gold there right now at 39.53. The big thing, of course, is the meeting with President Xi, looking kind of positive at this stage. So we'll see how that goes. Of course, avoiding those 100% tariffs on the 1st of November. Looks like that's probably going to be off the table at this stage. Looks like we may get a year extension from what I can see for the rare earths from China. So that will kick the can down the road, which is fine for us. We just want the bull market to run into 26, right? So Fed Reserve there. Obviously, we've got the meeting has started, so we're going to get the answer to that. We're expecting 25 basis points, take us down to 4 percentage points on the federal funds rate. So let's see how that goes. It's coming up. Big week, eh? Big week. Big week indeed. That's how Trump says it, China. We've got 19 hours and 33 minutes to go to the Fed meeting, guys. Imagine if they gave 50 basis point upside. That'd be really cool. We could definitely do that. Inflation is coming down. Trump's pulling it down with the oil prices. The interest rates is the other thing we want to see because that affects the financial markets, not the physical goods. It's kind of a really easy way of understanding the economy, right? Oil prices, physical goods, interest rates, money, right? Financials. That's it. Those are the two sides of each coin, right? So two sides of the coin. So it's an easy way of understanding. You want to get those down. Remember, I come back to liberal and progressives, economists and policymakers living in la land, doing the stupidest, dumbest things you could imagine. They're still doing them. Wherever they've got control, they're still doing the stupid stuff. And New Zealand is one of those. It's very sad, honestly. It's so upsetting, but it's nothing you can do about it, right? That's the system. All right, so there we go. That's where we are on the Fed. So cool stuff. That is the stock market. Good news, as we can see. Good news, guys. Let's have a look at some of the comments. We've got comments more. Bulls are on the run, says Sean. They absolutely are. And Mako Trade Fire is on fire. Well, they're coming to crypto now, aren't they? Coming to crypto. They thought, oh, we don't need crypto. It's kind of a risky, crazy place. But now they're coming. They're going to be tokenizing and everything else, stable coins. It's crazy. The whole stock market might end up tokenized on the blockchain. It's definitely looking good. So how hilarious is that? And all those guys living in the old world, as they say, they've got to come to the new world, which is crypto. Even though it's been around for 16 years, but it's just taking off now. Trump is the man, says Sean. Trump is the man. Yeah, definitely heading us in the right direction. That is pretty awesome. All right, so that is that. Let's get into crypto quickly and talk about the markets. We'll go full screen. For the big one. We got the crypto market right now, 3.874 trillion. So we're still down here, below 4 trillion, down 1.8% today. We've got the Bitcoin at the moment, 113,000, down 1.1%. We've got Ethereum at 39.86, so we're below 4,000, down 3.7% today. So after 2 days of nice little runs ups, we've come a run down. We've got XRP right now, down 1.7%. We've got at $2.60. We've got BNB at number 5, down 3.6% at 1,100. We've got Solana down 2.4%, $194 at number 6. Number 9 is Doge, down 4.6% at 19.3 cents. And Tron rounds off our top 10, down 1.2% at 29.5 cents. That's kind of where we are right now. Best performer, I guess, is Bitcoin, only down 1.1%. Best performer over the last week is XRP, still up 3.9% for the week. So at least you're up on the old XRP. Looking at the best performer in the top 100, at number 16 is Hyperliquid. That's the best performer, up 27%. Number 76 is K-Hype, up 27%. 65 is Pi Network, up 21%. And number 92 is Jupiter, up 15%. And finally, our top 5, number 89, Trump Official is back in town. That's up 13.8% at $6.97. Those are the top 5 in the top 100. Looking at the top 1,000 gainers, Amico, Burned, Fi, and Puffer. Those are all the top 1,000. And trending is Chain Opera AI, Bitcoin, and Virtual Protocol at the moment. So those are what trending there. So yeah, we're still super cheap on the old crypto. And this is why we're going to have the mother of all crypto rallies ahead, guys. Just to think about what's been happening. We've got the gold, everything's converging to awesomeness. And then we just had a massive liquidation event, 3 weeks ago. And of course, that means now we can have masses leveraged on. We can interest rate cuts, massive risk on, massive leverage on. It's going to be the mother of all moves, guys. It's going to be absolutely awesome. So I'm really looking forward to the next 2 to 9 months. It's going to be pretty epic indeed. All right, so that is where we are with the old crypto. Now let me just go to the strategic ETH reserve because I didn't pull it up, but I want to pull it up just to see whether there was any updates on that. And let's see here. So what have we had? We've had obviously the PulseChain SAC on the 20th. That's been moving more and more. That's been moving through the vault, right? Through the privacy. And we got Ethereum there at the moment on the 22nd. That was up 10,000, and then Bitmine Immersion up 77,000. So Bitmine Immersion's gone slightly higher, 3.31 million ETH now, and of course they're heading towards 6 million. So still got 2.7 million ETH to buy. So there's still a massive amount of ETH, and of course the amount on exchanges is disappearing. As we said, it's down, probably down 4.3, 0.4 million since they started, accumulating in June, for example. So huge there, and we got a big catch up with Sharplink and many of these others that are looking to buy, like FG Nexus and stuff like that. So I'm going to keep a lookout on this leaderboard there. Pretty cool. And I think where's the PulseChain Sachs down at 953 still? Yeah, still now 953. So we'll keep lookout for that. But there we go. That's some of the big stuff there. And of course, PulseChain is still going through Tornado Cash. That is kind of where we are right now on that. So that is our crypto market update. That was a very brief one. But we got to the meat and potatoes. And the reason why we're moving through that pretty fast, took us 15 minutes, but we were going to get to PulseChain because we've got so much to talk about on PulseChain. Because as LibertySwap says 2 days ago, bull run has started for PulseChain, and I really believe that. So it's going to be a lot of fun. You guys managed to stay around for a long time. And you know what date it is today, guys? It's a special day on PulseChain, and it's going to find out in a minute. Good updates is probably appreciate that. Hey, don't forget to share the channel around. Let me go to the X account there, share that around on X. Really helps a lot. And just take a moment while you're here, hit the repost. Well, in the meantime, we're going to play a little bit of music while you hit the repost button. Okay, that's not real music. It's not real music. Let's try to get some background music. I don't know what this one is, but let's go. Video game, is it? All right. I'll keep on with Dina. All right, what is this one here? That's a bit lame. What about this one? That's a bit lame too. Oh, this is pretty lame. This is their default music. That's a bit better. I can imagine everyone's hitting the repost button right now, hitting the repost button, going, get rid of that music, gotta hit the repost button. All right, so if you do that, it'd be great. Thank you very much, everybody. Thanks very much. Good updates, says Property View, is appreciate that. All right, let's get into it. We've got a very important day ahead of us. Before we do that, though, let's get to Richard Hart and see what Richard Hart has been talking about. So let's go. So Richard Hart here. L1s are much better than L2s. Much better. And of course, PulseChain is a layer 1. He's got a picture here of Arbitrum, chart down. He's got a picture of Optimism, chart down. Got a picture of Linear, chart down. He's got a picture of Starknet, and we're not talking about Terminators, Starknet. So all down, and that is from Richard Hart. So there we go. We're liking that a lot. So what sort of comments did he get on that? Let's sort of see if he got any decent comments. Got a LibertySwap there. Bitcoin scaling solution is Ethereum, a layer 1 that expands its utility. The best scaling solution for Ethereum is PulseChain, the layer 1 fully compatible with Ethereum dApps and built for high efficiency. It's a multi-chain world now. It is indeed. And they are moving on that. I thought there was another post here. Yeah. I thought there was another post. I can't see that there, but that is the one that came out from Richard today. So that is Richard Hart, and that's a good update because we're day 900, guys. 900 days, guys, since PulseChain launched on the 13th of May, 2023. Isn't that awesome? Let's give that some celebration. And the bull run started on PulseChain around day 900, you could say. And of course, 100 days to 1,000 days. And hey, let's get a nice, strong re-rate on the old PulseChain over the next 100 days. Isn't that cool? That'd be pretty damn awesome. All right, so we've got Pulse at the moment, quadruple 0348, down 3.83%. We had a couple little green days. The good news was that we defended 2,700. And here we are up near 3,500 right now, which is great news. And we're on that move, right? On that move. LibertySwap called it, and we're on there. PulseX right now, quadruple 0236, up at 1%. So at least that's green. And we've got the buy and burn sitting at 7.97% based on this. So we're not far away from 8% on the buy and burn using Go Pulse numbers. We've got the ratio of one pulse at the moment will get you 1.48 PulseX. One pulse will get you 1.48 PulseX. So it's still a pretty good deal there. What else? Incentive token $1.31, up 1%. We got Hex at the moment at 78/100th of a penny, down 4.2%, and it had a pretty nice little run there. Little run there for a couple of days. eHex is super cheap right now, 0.2 of a penny, dropping from what was it, 2,200 to maybe 2,300th of a penny. It's now at 0.2 or 1/5 of a percent, 1/5 of a penny, something like that. That is where we are right now. 900 days, guys. Let's think about that. 900 days. Man, we've been streaming all those days. But hey, we were streaming before that on the Hex and the AA lobby. That was a pretty crazy time. 350 days, was it? 351 days we've had to go. It was like, when this bloody AA lobby going to finish? At first, it was like super exciting, guys. It was so hyped. The first day was so hyped. I can't remember. There was at least I have a memory that it was 2,000 or 3,000 people at the beginning. But we had what was it, 21,000 ETH or something, over a billion Hex up for grabs. It was so damn exciting. And I remember Richard Hart saying, "Don't FOMO, don't FOMO," and everyone FOMO'd in, of course. And then they realized kind of the next day, oh damn it, get a better rate. That was pretty hilarious stuff. All right, so good times. All right, so that is PulseChain on the cause, Richard Cause. Let's go to the gas prices. We're at 322,000 beat. That is hyper low, guys. I have not seen it that low for like ever. It seems so low. 0.4 of a penny right now is where we are right now. So kind of cool. And Valid is 53,169. That's gone down, isn't it? It's been down, so it's down a little bit. And bridging right now. Let's look at that bridge. 100 million. We're holding on to the 9 figures. 900 million, and that's down a little bit from yesterday too. I think we're 101.7 yesterday, if I remember rightly. So we're 100.3 today. 100.3 today. I do have a snapshot. I don't know how long ago the snapshot was. I did take it a few days ago. The 25th. So we're only like 4 days in, so it's not really worth me going through that. So we will go through it maybe after a week and see what the baseline was a week ago. In 3 days' time. That's where we are right now. Let's go to the volumes on PulseChain. And we've got 25.2 million. So another good day of volumes. I'm really liking having our volumes back up here between 20 and 30. Of course, we all want it to go up much higher, 40, 50, 60, 70, 100 million, blah, blah, blah. We all want to get it over that mark, but it's really good because we've been down, down at 11 or 12 million. That's not very cool. So 25 million, we'll take that. We've got transactions as well. Yesterday, I think it was the first day. We in 2025, we'd been over 600,000 transactions, and we got 626,000 transactions today. So really good signs, really good signs of things to come, perhaps. But we'll take it, we'll bank it after 900 days. And 2024, we got this PAX 402 token that's been around for a day. I haven't really looked at it, so I don't know the quality of it. But let's see what it quickly says. PAX 402, first contract that is in PulseChain, like X402 is in base now, is on PulseChain. Okay. All right. So they do seem to have a website. A little bit tentative to look at these things these days because I always like to have a little pre-look at it. It's got some weird website, Mint PX402 tokens. So that's on there. I've not done any checks on that, so just take notes. It does say it's got a tax on there. Honeypot says no, but once again, have not checked any of that. So obviously, when I go through these, I go through the top 100. I don't always get to check everything. So not on financial advice and all the rest of it. Now we've got Vault369, which we're going to talk about. That's number 2, up 72%. So we'll come back to that. We've got SHIB right now up 39% at the moment. So SHIB there, that's one of the fork tokens, PRC20 tokens, up 40%. So that's pretty good. Let's have a quick look at that SHIB actually. Obviously one of the top meme coins generally. Let's have a look. They're getting pumped a couple of times the last day. And that's, really just got suddenly pumped out of the blue there. Look at that. With a bit of volume coming in. So there we go. We've got Bria right now. We're going to talk about that too, in connection to Coinwell potentially. So that's up 30%. We've got Sparta with the Hex reserve there, up 8.8%. We got Unity is up 6%. And of course, Unity just going through its adjustment phase in phase 2. We will come back around to that. but not today. SolidX at $2.28 right now. Certainly got heavily rotated. There's a lot of drama on the streets around some of that. We will talk about that briefly. Obviously, we're not a drama channel, but we will briefly touch on that where we think it's relevant. So up 5.4%. Surf token making a little bit of a baby move. They've obviously got marketing and other stuff coming up, and that is up 5% there at 6/10 of a penny. We've talked about PMX here at number 10, up 3%. So we haven't got, we had a couple of good days where we're getting a lot of coins, like 60% of the coins. We're doing 10% or more. That's not today. That's not today. It's a bit of a cooling off here today. And what else have we got going? Obviously, the crypto market's down too, down a little bit there. We just went through all that. We got the Richard Hart cause in the mix here, number 15 through to number 23. And we got Doubt token in the middle there, up 1%. Coming down here, we've got Shadow, PNX, we've got Hog, Heartwood Dog, big shout out to them. They managed to be flat today. So we've got 27 coins in the top 100 that are flat today. Then we've got a few others like Voucher, which we're going to talk about. Top Hat down here, saw Sun and Mini Meal, PTC The Greys, Top Hat. We've got lots of these well-known names. Time Dividend, Hex is down there as well. Obviously, still down 5% there. Zendog, Algo. What else? We've got Peacock down here. We're going to talk about that, of course. Zero, obviously related. It seems to be popularly related to LibertySwap and PulseChain as well. We've got Firewall down here. We've got Pepe down here, which has been performing extremely well, right? We've got XGame down here as well, which had a bit of obviously a massive sell-off, and then quite a decent pump back today, and then a sell-off again. So they had a pretty violent sort of move in price. We're going to talk about that too. And then we've got a bit of cry-fagging down the bottom here, down 29%. Is it the end of the life of cry-fagging? What do you guys reckon? Or is the cry-fagging so cool? It's such a cool statement, and everyone's going to be talking about it for years to come. Morning all. Good to see you, Craig. Big welcome. So that is just a quick review of the token. So we've got a few moves up here. Notably, I guess, Vault369, SHIB, Bria, SolidX, a few of these on the move right now, but no recoveries yet, no massive rotations. So let's get into the topics we're going to talk about, which is the first one is Firewall. So we're going to talk about SolidX and XGame. So obviously SolidX right now, $2.23, $2.22. So pretty cheap on that, but not at the bottom. It went to about $1.66 yesterday on a flash crash. And it's back up here. It was as high as about $2.60 recently, and is now $2.22. What else do we got? XGame down the bottom here is at 2.3 cents. And we're going to have a quick look at that. Obviously, the game is launched and is live, and people are playing it. Now, obviously, at different times of the day, people will be playing at different times of the day. But when I did look just before the live stream, there was about 8 to 10 people maybe on the PulseChain side paying. I didn't see the base or BSC, but on the PulseChain side, 2.2 cents is where it is right now. And of course, it was up at 5.6 cents. So we're going to go through a couple of the updates here. So we got on Firewall account, of course, the big whale that launched it. He's got a couple of comments that we're going to go through. So we're going to go through the recent ones here. So Firewall says, this is a nice short clip from Super Hexwin. Of course, he's a PulseChain influencer, does a lot of TikTok stuff, very popular. Was watching yesterday, and it was great fun. It's a good analogy to reflect XGame holders who bought the rumor and sold the news yesterday. So bought the rumor and sold the news, obviously referring to the chart here with the big red candle on the weekly. Let's go to the daily candle. That's the daily candle, obviously a big sell-off there. And they saw the safe 3x and took the opportunity. That's respectable, and that's what Super Hex Win does in the video. He takes a 3x, but the thing does, I think, 98x or something, which is pretty unusual to get that on your live stream. You know, I've been trying to hunt that myself. Although they could have potentially crashed out at 20x if they waited a bit longer. Now they are either out or they sold a good chunk of their bag. I will keep building on top of both SolidX and XGame. So obviously Firewall is in for the long game. He's building a business, not necessarily a one-day chart. And I will keep battling all of you jeets out there on PulseChain who either don't believe in my vision or are just so wrecked right now that can't handle a 2x on this chain anymore. I want to jeet it or do the jeet dance. Or to all you jeets, remember how many of my tokens you had before. and check how many you have now. You might end up cry-fagging by the time my tokens start to outperform. So that is some pretty awesome talk there from Firewell. And he's been getting quite a bit of support from the community. And obviously they've been talking about who is selling, and so one of them has been another influencer out there. I'm not going to get into drama, of course. You can go find out for yourself. But another influencer in the mix there that may have been selling down the coins. So you can go check that out yourself, because trying to avoid the drama here on the drama channel, even if it might be true or not true. So you guys can go check that out. All right, so that is where we are right now from Firewell. That was a pretty big update there. He also said 2 hours ago, he goes, it makes me wonder if the Axis hacker that got ultra wrecked with high slippage was not the founder himself. So he's talking about an influencer, obviously no drama. Look what happened yesterday. No V3, no LP, 100% sell pressure. Firewell, once again, the cash cow of Axis live extraction, did once with free tokens on SolidX, did it again on a second token XGame. All this after I injected over 1.3 million on Axis token I never sold. Looks like a joke, right, guys? No, this is reality. It's truth. It's people show their true colors. It's me emptying my patience and waking up. It's time to clean the trash of PulseChain and move on. So that is from Firewell there. And so, yeah, we've got lots of comments in the chat there. Shellgate says, sorry that happened, dude. I know you have good heart. It's a real shame people are so evil, says Shellgates. So yeah, that is the comments. So you guys can decide on that. Obviously, we tried to keep no drama channel, but that is from Firewell regarding the charts and some major moves down there. So that is from Firewell. So at the moment, this is where the XGame is right now. So at the moment, the game is ticking away. It's doing its thing. People get out and promote and so forth. I've got the links to that in the on X there. If you guys want to check out the game, is pretty awesome. As you guys know, I have been involved, at least been on Betfair for many years as one of the top referrers there. And Crash Game is one of the most popular games. So Firewell is absolutely right about that, and it's very popular. People go in and play it every day. And now it is basically mobile. If you think about it, it's kind of like with the Web3 fully licensed solution that Firewell has produced. It is basically mobile, so it's huge. So get out there, spread the word, and so forth. So pretty good there. All right, so that is the old XGame, which is pretty cool. So I think we've covered that updates. Now the next one we're going to cover is Gladiator games. So Gladiator games is, of course, really the big game on PulseChain right now. Kind of like the only one really. It's obviously there's Mafia out there. It's about 90% done, not fully finished. But Gladiator games is fully operational and only getting updated all the time. Jason, of course, out there. Doing live streams, rapidly innovating, building new features, listening to the community, big prizes every week, and it's going really well. So the midweek tournament has started, and of course, this is becoming even more popular as well. We've got the weekend tournaments, which is where the main prizes are, but we've also got midweek tournaments. These are mini tournaments, as they're called, and that has started. So pretty awesome. So the midweek brawl is the perfect warm-up for this weekend's massive $1,400 main tournament. So the prizes are getting pretty big, aren't they? Woo-hoo-hoo, where the real carnage begins. Prize pool for the game is $115 in Rome for the midweek tournament we're talking about now. $105 in silver as well. So you got silver and Rome token rewards. First place will be $20. Second place is $15, and third to 10th place is $10 each. Top 10 will also score silver for legendary gear. And I cannot say how important that silver is for the weekend tournaments if you're upgrading, because remember, we've just started Generation 3 Gladiators. So you can either breed those, you can buy them off the markets, or you can just buy a starter pack. So those are the three ways of getting Generation 3 Gladiators, straight away. So yeah, breeding, buying off the market, or starter packs. And then you've got to kit them out with the gear, right? So silver is very important to get custom gear. Very cool. So you'll be able to use those at least for 3 or 4 weeks. So it's a good investment upstart. Get in there and upgrade as you can. And of course, that's going to benefit Rome token as well. So get out there, folks, and you'll be able to benefit from that in the tournaments for at least 3 to 4 weeks. So that's going to be pretty cool. Generation 3 Gladiators are out. Get in now, sharpen your blades, earn some Rome. Kicks off in 3 hours, and don't miss it. So that is pretty cool. And that is from the team. Now I'm going to repost that right now. for the glory of Rome. Now, the other thing is for the glory, no, that's not right. For the glory of Rome. We like that. All right. So that's pretty cool. I'm going to post my link there. If you guys haven't joined, definitely join up and play. I'm playing. You guys know that. So after the live stream, I'll actually be doing a few things, and now I'm going to be jumping into the fight. I'm already registered, so that is what it is. I like gaming. I'm not like the top gamer, but I'm competitive. I did win the tournament, not the main tournament. I won the what's it called? The Equalizer tournament, Pulse or something. I won that on what day was that? I won it yesterday. No, 2 days ago. I won that 2 days ago for tournament number 7. I came in a tramp. I bet 19 other players, guys. That's crazy. I went from the bottom. Remember the first week? I was like losing, and then I slowly went up the ranks, and then I ended up winning the tournament. Hey, just goes to show you, if you study the game, if you listen to people. I got picked up 2 new tips just last week alone to help me play better and get better results, and end up winning the tournament. Not the main tournament, but the other tournament's pretty cool. That's pretty good. Gladiator again. So I better not be too cocky, because I'll probably get smashed this week. So, but that is the link there to Gladiator games, and I'm enjoying it. So get out there and have some fun. This is a major week, of course. Generation 3. We just played Generation 2 Gladiators for the last like 3 or 4 weeks. Now is Generation 3. And we're starting tournament number 8 this weekend for the main tournament. I think it is tournament number 8. So that is Gladiator games. Join up today. Play. And of course, the Rome token's been doing pretty well. It's paired with Peacock, which makes it super, super good. It's going to ride up the Peacock train, and looking pretty good there. So get into that. I'll be doing more coverage around Gladiator games. So stay tuned for that one. All right. Let me put this. Actually, you know what I'm going to, what am I going to do? I was going to leave a comment there, but what I might do is actually, instead of reposting that, I'll undo repost, and I'll do a quote. I'll do a quote on that. How about that? It's a good idea. Quote. There we go. Bam. I'll leave the capitalized O because it's kind of cool. And I've got I've got the seat there. Have I? What have I got there? Yeah, I've got that. It's looking good. So looking good there. And I've got the live stream on right now, which is great. Great to have everyone here. I think that's good. Look, we've even got the XGame down here as well. So if you guys haven't joined XGame, I'll post that link as well. I'll put that in the chat here. Bam. So that is XGame. Join up today. So games, guys. Gaming is turning out to be quite the big revolution as we're just starting the PulseChain bull run. So check it out. Join up, and there are referrals. So if you do refer it around, there are 30%. You get 30% of the referrals of some of the profits there, so it's well worth doing. And XGame's not going anywhere. It's going to be around for a long time. Firewell's supporting it. It's got more games coming, and the first one is Crash Game, which is out and about right now, which you can see on the screen, which is pretty cool as well. Now remember, it is betting and gaming, so just take note. If it's not for you, don't just leave it alone. But if it is something that you enjoy, check it out, and always gamble responsibly there. All right, so that is that's what else there. We got LibertySwap. We're going to talk about that. So let's go to LibertySwap. So LibertySwap is where is that gone down here? It's, let me find the chart here. Got the old Peacock. So Peacock here at the moment is at 1.8 cents. So doing pretty well. Off the highs was at 2 cents. Made a new record. What's the new record? At 2.065 cents. So super good. 15 million market cap right now. And as you guys know, it is competing with the most token right now. Although I don't think the most token is going to last very long. just quietly between you and me. I don't think it's going to last very long. But it's Peacock is about to take over the meme space and the DeFi space. I think it's pretty huge. It's going to be pretty massive. So at the moment, that is the chart on the hourly. Let's have a look at the daily chart. There it is at the right now. And let's go to the go to LibertySwap and have a look at the countdown. Why not? That's where we're starting. LibertySwap with the Peacock. Peacock there. Such a great name. It's a beautiful male bird. It defines Richard Hart very well. I think it defines it. We got the obviously Peacock there. Dex coming up, man. 2 days away. I think they've been changed. Honestly, I feel like they've been changing this countdown. I feel like it's was it 15 hours ago that I live streamed? Maybe it was. Maybe it was 12 hours. It wasn't 15 hours. I honestly, I think they've been shifting this countdown out. I think they've been adding a few more hours. Maybe they think, oh, maybe we need a few more hours, and they pushed this countdown out. Because remember yesterday, I'm sure we were at 2 days and 15 hours, and it was certainly more than 15 hours ago that I streamed. So I do think that they've been extending this little time thing out. So keep a lookout for this. It's a little sneaky, this thing. But I think they have been dragging that out a little bit, at least a couple hours. I don't know why they would do that, but it feels that way. I'd have to go back and check my video yesterday, but it feels like I'm sure we were at 2.5 days, and here we are at 2 days and 1 hour. But anyway, and get your gateway to trade, track, swap Peacock, thousands of tokens on the PulseChain instantly. And we went through the roadmap yesterday on a second special live stream. So keep a lookout for that. That is huge. So we got the countdown, but we've got more updates. So the chart's looking good. The RSI is coming off overheated there on the daily. We're at 68. The 4-hourly there is cooled off quite nicely there. We're down at 55. We don't have a weekly print yet, but it's looking pretty good. But this is a juggernaut, right? So we've got obviously the exchange, which is doing incredibly well, and that is giving us access, very good access for US dollars, Tether, DAI, ETH, and we're going to have Wrapped ETH Pulse and Wrap Pulse, I believe, in the mix. And so that's super huge. And of course, liquidity around that has been built up. And then we've got the Peacock coming. So we're going to have a second business, basically, aren't we? A second business. And as I said to you guys, we've got lots of opportunity for a mega DEX on PulseChain, let alone a DEX that is multiple chain. And this is what this is. So really, really huge, guys. I'm excited about it. And it's a whole nother business model. And I call it the gateway ecosystem. It is pretty amazing. Yeah, they call it the star cluster mega thing. I don't know. It's mega. It's huge. So it's pretty cool. Now let's read some of the updates. I've been gas bagging there. Every day, a few $1,000s worth of Pulse are added to the Peacock LP. Feed the bird, grab your coffee, and start raiding big accounts on X to promote PulseChain. Well, the team keeps building the software. The persistence and hard work of our communities will push Peacock to billions. So there we go. And of course, we need a meme coin and one that is backed by the Stargate ecosystem, or what do you want to call it, gateway. We want that because that's going to put us on PulseChain on the map, right? It will put PulseChain on the map. We want to have one of these, $1 billion meme coins, which are pretty exciting. So I don't think we have many of those at the moment right now. Let's go have a look at CoinGecko and quickly check out the meme categories. So we're going to go categories here, and let's pick up. I guess we got the memes down here somewhere. Got stable coins. That have memes. Meme here. Here's meme number 19. 19. Remember that song? Is it clicking in? I'll give it a moment to click in there, guys. Very nice. Come on, let's do it. Big hits. All right, so we've how many meme coins that are $1 billion? Well, we got Doge, Shiba, Meme Core, Pepe. We got Pump Fun. We got Official Trump, Pudgy Penguins, Bonk. So there's not many, is there? 3, 6. What's that? 1, 2, 3. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 coins, guys, that are $1 billion. Maybe 9 close. So yeah, I mean, we get $1 billion coin on PulseChain. That's in the top 10, right? Top 10. So that attracts a lot of attention, right? A lot of capital flow if we can do that. And Peacock could be on that top 10. So that's the vision, guys. So pretty cool. And that's about a 66 to 68x, something like ballpark from here to do that. So definitely plausible when you got a mega gateway ecosystem being built out at rapid pace. And so we're excited about that. Very nice. Very excited on that. So kind of cool. Everyone else is excited too. So yeah, let me start saying, we will need to capture full attention in the crypto industry. I've been putting together a list of major accounts to raid every day. How about that? We should keep stacking Pulse and ETH on the side while gradually launching more creative LP pools for Peacock across other blockchains. This will strengthen its presence and open up more arbitrage opportunities. It's going to be a wild ride for Peacock there. So we're loving it. We're loving it. This is a completely comprehensive strategy. That's our dream, to create more wealth for everybody who believes in and adopts the token. We're pretty excited there. Peacock mentioned. We've got to talk about the outfit, Peacock outfit Rich is wearing. And I think the necklace as well. Is it a medallion? Is it a medallion? Building with the support of communities is the best approach. We like all that, don't we? We like that. Do you think Peacock can build an even thicker LP and Pulse than most? Well, they're already up around most, right? So most days are gone. Most days are gone. So it is game on, guys. It is game on. It's going to be huge. So yeah, we had more stuff there. More Pulse for the Peacock. Believe in your bags. I like that. It's kind of cool. We're going to scroll through. Oh, actually, we might read a little bit of this one here. Burning tokens through real on-chain activities is far more meaningful than simply sending them to a dead address. Talking about BNB burning, of course, which often makes people think the coin has no value. BNB and Pulse share similar fundamentals, but their burn mechanisms are quite different. Pulse burns are fully verifiable on-chain, transparent for everyone to see. In contrast, BNB buyback and burn process involves off-chain accounting elements that are not entirely transparent to the public. Please correct me if I'm wrong there. Yeah, can't wait to see the impact of Peacock's buy and burn over the next 1 to 2 years. In a few years, most of the Peacock supply will be taken out, guys, and burned, while liquidity once tied to it will remain. This is the best and most sustainable way to reduce supply. Yeah, pretty cool. So we've got some good stuff happening there. That was a response to CZ replying about their burning. All right, so some good stuff there. What else have we got? Got a lot of comments from the community. Now, I love this one here. I don't know if you guys like it, but I like it a lot. And that is our season mode. Our season mode PulseChain. We'll turn that on. So was it 2 days ago? LibertySwap called for the PulseChain bull run, and now we've got season mode, which I like. I like that. We've got decentralized in me from the PDI community. He said, "Oh, it's on." Yeah, that's correct. So we've got all the right attitude. And this is what I love about LibertySwap. These guys are these guys are the holy grail, man. They're like the hyper positive. They're marketing and promoting all the time. They think about the big picture. They're rolling out. They do what they say. They roll out a big vision, and then they execute. It's pretty awesome. Now, one of the cool things they put out 4 hours ago, which I thought was really interesting, something for teams out there to consider, is this mechanism. Instead of fixed buybacks, use a dynamic rotation model. Case 1, when Pulse price rises, redirect fees to Pulse accumulation and LP thickening. Now, I guess it depends on whether you've got a business model that has a form of income into it, rather than just relying on community growth and promotion, which is can work obviously a lot of time, but you've certainly got a superior model when you've got a business, some form of business pumping big whale buys into the system, let's say. So case 1, when Pulse price rises, redirect fees to Pulse accumulation and LP thickening. Case 2, when Pulse price cools down or Peacock dips, shift the ratio towards Peacock buybacks to stabilize the market. This can be automated through the buyback ratio contract that adjusts based on on-chain price oracles. For example, Peacock Pulse is less than moving average, increase Peacock buyback ratio. So some cool little idea there. Everything we do is driven by one goal: to see Peacock rise to the top. $1 billion coin that captures the attention of the entire crypto industry. Protect the LP, protect the price performance. So pretty awesome. Richard says, this is brilliant. Could this mechanism be implemented to buy or sell a coin based around a specific price? So as buy sells happen on chain, protocol kicks in and the price ping pongs around a specific target. Yes, absolutely. It's all about supply control. Almost AI control. We use a lot of bots for LP management, for finding the best swap and exchange rates. Really excited about the X420 recently, but we'll need to see how it performs before moving towards full automation. So obviously that was we saw that on token out today. So some really cool things. Let's think about all the avenues of value creation. Are very exciting there from LibertySwap. This one here is a response as well to this person here talking about XGame. True people are naturally conditioned to sell the news, and that's perfectly normal. Our mission stays the same, says Peacock, of LibertySwap, I should say. We're keep buying and burning more Peacock, maintain protocol stability, steadily add more Pulse, with 100 billion Pulse as the target, which I think it's really cool to have a target there. Grow fee revenue for trading activity and maximize long-term price performance. Peacock is $1 billion asset in the making, and early sellers are just part of the healthy market cycle. And of course, we saw there's only 9 coins at the moment that are over $1 billion. and maybe one other close. So, it's a great vision to have, and we look forward to seeing it not just a billion, but perhaps billions, right? Perhaps billions. And now we've got a couple of people in the chat there, so we're going to go to our community leader. This is Wookie's in the house. You are the man of Steel Super. I appreciate that, Wookie. Great to have our community leader in the house. We've also got Heartwood Dog, founder as well. Bears days are numbered. Yeah, the bear days are numbered for sure. It's game on. And of course, Heartwood Dog with Pulse of the Fallen LMA series is playing their role in the PulseChain community and doing some amazing things. We really appreciate what you guys are doing on the creative side of PulseChain. And they paired up with Peacock as well. Was it yesterday? So smart move there from the Hog community, Heartwood Dog, Pulse of the Fallen series. And of course, they got the latest one out, their mini series, which is, remember, Hog, Somi, and Andrew Tate adventures, pretty much. I think there was something like that. It's pretty cool. Check it out. All right, so we've got lots of cool things happening with the old LibertySwap. And you got to love these memes. All right. This was 3 hours ago. Big KOLs or influencers can be powerful for marketing, but they can't sustain price performance on their own. That's why many coins rise quickly and fall just as fast. When KOLs, developers, and the community work together, they can build something that truly lasts. That's what makes Peacock special. We're fortunate to have a reputable KOL supporting the movement, a strong and committed community, and developers who just keep pushing the project forward, which is pretty awesome. And like I say, we have seen about probably a dozen now, I would say, projects that are on PulseChain now jump onto the bandwagon and support and ride the Peacock as well with their LP pools. And of course, Heartwood Dog and Gladiator Games are 2 of those projects, which is pretty cool. So it is happening, guys. It's happening. Right. What else have we got here? Let's scroll up here. 3 hours ago, over the last 5 days, Peacock has seen strong inflows and attracted fresh capital. Love to see it. Combined with consistent buybacks and growing LP, this coin is truly positioned for greatness. And they're showing a little picture there of the volumes. Peacock there, 127K on that mark there. So pretty cool. 201 transactions there. Pump tires volume. Nice. I don't know if they got the comments on that, but that is it. What else they got here? Scroll up here a little bit. I think we're almost there, guys, with the updates. T Final Boss says just took a position in Peacock on PulseChain. Time to fly. So there we go. New people joining in on the old Peacock, and so forth. Let me just jump up here. This was 1 hour ago, so we're almost up to the latest information now. Peacock now has 102 active trading pairs across the network. Woohoo! That's pretty awesome, eh? That is pretty. Yeah. With a total liquidity of $2.2 million, the Pulse pair stands strong with 586K. So you're talking about about 25% in liquidity and around 600K in the last volume in the last 24-hour trading volume. So that's pretty cool from the old Peacock there. Look at that, pretty cool. So 102 pairs, man, 102 pairs. That is epic, eh? Epic. So fantastic news there. And that is sources from RH Memes. Let's go to RH Memes, actually, because I just want to see where Most Token is versus Peacock. Like I say, I think the Most Token is days are numbered, guys. It's days are numbered. Once this Peacock Dex launches, it's game over for Most Token in terms of holding the number 1 position, not in terms of its absolute value and it's staying one of the top coins. But I think it's pretty much gone booger after that. All right, so at the moment we've got Most Token at the top here. I got nothing against Most Token, guys, but it's just I'm just saying what it is with the numbers. We got the Pulse bags up there. I'm just having a look at the total liquidity 603K, 592 on the Peacock, but it's game over for holding number 1 spot is what I'm saying. Pump Tires is number 3. And of course, Pump Tires could benefit from XGame, right? Because I think they're number 2 holder or something, number 2 holder or something like that, or number 1 holder, I think it is. Firewell is in the old Pumped or something like that. So we'll keep a lookout on that theme as well. Pretty awesome there on the RH Memes. All right, so that's some cool stuff. What else we got to go in there? I think we're almost there, guys, on the old LibertySwap update. Yeah, I think that's it. So we're ticking away. Almost 2 days. Almost 2 days. I'm sure they added half a day to this thing, man. I'm sure they added like 12 hours or something. But I'll have to go double check on the update I did yesterday. But I'm sure that it's 2 hours to go, almost under a day. So in 50 minutes, theoretically, barring any more changes or any perceived changes on the clock here, we'll be under 2 days away from the Peacock DEX launch. So we look forward to that. All right, and the price right now, 1.8 cents. So that's kind of where we are with that update. Next one, of course, you guys know it. Next one is going to be, where is it here? At the top of the table today. Just about, well, not this PX402, which is what the LibertySwap mentioned, so we'll have to check that out in a bit more detail. But is the Vault369 from Fast Abdul. And Fast Abdul was actually the first person in the chat today, which is pretty interesting. He was first in here, and he's in there for the tech. He jumps into the chats, and people say, "Is this the real Fast Abdul?" And he just goes, "I'm here for the tech." It's like his signature move. Anyway, so we're at 1/1500th of a penny right now, and of course the high that's had it's only been launched just a little while ago, isn't it? 1 day and 7 hours ago. And what else we say about this? Vault token launched on pump tires and lives on PulseChain. Liquidity burn forever against Pulse. Built as the foundation for Vault369, aiming to be PulseChain's most versatile lending platform and the first pump tires token with real multi-chain utility. And it's funny that LibertySwap is doing what they're doing with their multi-chain strategy with the gateway and with the PDEX, and I think more protocols coming along that line. Potentially wallet, stablecoin things. That's my speculations. But I'm going to try and firm some of those up later on. But that's kind of where we are right now. And now we've got this Vault. And as we know that the Fast Abdul's team did the ink printer liquidity fork, one of the 4 liquidity forks on PulseChain. Yeah. And of course, there's about 35 liquidity forks in the world, I think, somewhere in that ballpark. And of course, PulseChains have typically been, I think, some of the most valuable in the top 10, which has been pretty cool. And so now we've got some sort of a multi-chain version of this protocol, which is looks like what we're seeing here with Vault369. Now, the protocol itself hasn't launched yet, but the token has. And so at the moment, seems to have flattened out at a $1.5 million value. This is the hourly chart, so just remember it hasn't been around for that long, but it certainly seems to have steadied here with the 1.5 million. Now, we can see the volume sort of fell off a little bit there, but it's just been tickering around, a little bit of pickup like a few hours ago. So that is the Vaults. And we've got some updates. So we'll go through those. So Fast Abdul said Vault is just getting started. And so I guess that's the key takeaway there. And of course, how many hours ago was this? I think it was last night. So it's about 18 hours ago, something like that. This update, maybe 17 hours ago. So he was just saying, hey, Vault's just getting started there. When did he say that? Well, 17 hours ago. So let's have a look when that was on the chart here. We'll go back 17 hours ago. Well, I guess it was around about here. Pretty similar price area, but it did pump just after that post. So gave a little bit of a pump to the chart and so forth. So there we go. So that is fast. And let me just go. Let me go to Vault there. Sorry, I scrolled up to there. And we had a few other updates. So I just want to go through those. So yeah, the Vault chart is looking pretty good. 18 hours ago, says, considering I haven't shared any of the good stuff yet. So that's if the chart is settling down around a similar price when he made that post, we could see some pretty exciting stuff coming into that play on the protocol. Remember, it's multi-collateral, multi-chain. So it's a big deal. It's a big deal. And I'm loving seeing this. We are so lucky, guys. That's why I said these are titans. So this is not just stuff on PulseChain. These guys, expanding onto other chains and bringing that value, generally speaking, back into PulseChain, which is awesome. New users, new volume, new profitability. It's awesome, guys. Awesome. So it looks like that's sort of happening. And pretty cool. We also know Fast Abdul is working on other project stuff as well. So, but this was quite a big piece of work coming out here with the old Vault. So kind of cool about that. Nice surprise, let's say. I don't know if I did. I like that. Yeah, I did. PulseChain Times, what the heck is going on? That was a little video they did earlier. 1 hour ago, want to buy Vault on PulseChain directly from Base, ETH, Solana, PUSD, or Arbitrum. LibertySwap has you covered. The easiest way to guarantee your spot in the Vault before the bombs drop. So, yeah, more is coming. Bombs are dropping. We're liking that. And then 28, check out the Vaults. 369.com. Vault is live on PulseChain. Liquidity burn forever. The foundation for Vault369 built to become PulseChain's most versatile lending platform, which is pretty cool. So that is some of the teasers there from the old Fast Abdul. I'll just jump over to the next bit, of course, which is not just Vault, which we're going to have a look at the website. This is the Vault platform, major lending platform. This will be, because as far as I know, that's the only one that's doing this, and that is multiple collateral, multiple chain, which is great. So that could be pretty cool. Now people are going to be able to earn fees, borrowing fees, redemption fees, liquidity penalties, governance, new collateral types, fee structures, cross-chain expansion, multi-chains, cross-chain deployment, bridge support plan, unified governance, and there's a locking booster. So they're going to lock away tokens away. You get a booster, 1.1x on fees for 3 months, 10% voting power. 6 months, you get 1.3x fees, and 30% voting power. 12 months, 2x fees, and 100% of voting power. So locking away for longer, it does work a lot there, and that's, I guess, PUSD Degrees has done a bit of that, right? And we're going to be seeing that with LibertySwap, which I didn't talk about earlier, but those airdrops we talked about in the roadmap yesterday. LibertySwap, and people will be staking their peacock, which is going to make it even more scarce, right? Even more scarce. So it's going to be huge. And so, yeah, we got new collateral types, new protocol fees, etc. So lots of cool stuff happening there. Now, the protocol, as I understand, it's not launched yet, but we'll be launching soon. So let's have a quick look at the actual. This is one of the data sites, I think it is at the moment. And it's got the borrow, managing, staking, swapping, the light papers, all that sort of stuff, the map of all the potential liquidations, etc. This is only a demo. It's got a demo written on the top left there. But kind of cool. It's got the proposals and stuff like that. So getting ready to rumble. And it's got very much the nuke supply sort of set up with the old War Games neon there, green neon. War Games, the movie we're talking about from the 80s classics. So yeah, we've got the Enter the Vault down here. I think does that work? I thought that worked yesterday. Yeah, I'm pretty. Oh, it's going to the data site. Anyway, so that's coming up, guys. And of course, they're going to have multi-chains here. They've got Polygon, Avalanche, BNB, Solana, Sonic, and Ethereum. So they've already given you a clue of where they're going. So yeah, huge heavyweight lending protocol coming to PulseChain, and very, very exciting. Very excited. And it's going to support Vouch, of course. They've got the vPulse in here. So Vouch is going to be used as well. And of course, Vouch is the #1 validator, right? So if we go to Vouch right now, I'm pretty sure that's down here somewhere. Where are you gone, Vouch? There it is here. There's two vouchers on here, right? The Vouch and the vPulse. But Vouch right now is sitting pretty stable too, isn't it? Look at that breakup to the upside there. Quadruple 06 right now. And this is another blue chip, right? So we consider the blue chip, and hey, look, depending on how Vault369 launches, if it launches solid without too much fuss, and it gets some good collateral, it could be a blue chip too. Could be a blue chip. We want to have at least half a dozen of these by the end of the year, and so that was a nice surprise there from Fast Abdul. I didn't realize. I knew that they might be doing another lending or this or that, but I didn't realize it was going to be multiple collateral and multi-chain. That's a very bullish move, and so I'm really excited about that. That's why I've covered it so strongly over the last day or so. Vault looks good, says Most Army. Yeah. Definitely right at the crossroads there. So we'll keep a lookout for that. Very cool. And of course, Vouch, which is the #1 validator. Of course, this is looking very good too. We're nice to see, after that big rally, didn't come down that far, and it's great. They got two forms of income, right? They're the #1 validator, and they've got the tax on there, 5% buy and sell tax. So it's a dual income process there. Having a business behind it with the validators, very, very, very powerful. And of course, they're partnering up with Vault here. I have a feeling Vouch and Vault are going to be good friends. This was 18 hours ago or so, right? This is much more than a pump tires launch. Make sure you read the website to see where this is going. Without any expectations, of course. vPulse might be getting some boosters as well. So talking about this weird boosters here, not just so I don't know, was going to get a yield booster in there. I don't know. That looks kind of where it is right now. So some collaborations going on here. Very, very cool. You guys know I'm a big fan of collaborations. For the Crypto Night Show, we've done our best to try and encourage some of those as well behind the scenes. And MVS Crypto, of course, the promotional lead and editor of the Monster Thread, has been out there trying to help with that too, and has done a great job. So big shout out to MVS. Let's jump over to where we are. So we've got some big moves happening, guys, amongst the blue chips. Voucher's a blue chip, and looking forward to that. So kind of cool. Let's jump over to Vouch. Of course, they got a latest update, And of course, they did this on the 28th, which is pretty much in the last 24 hours, I think. The community sentiment on PulseChain has been fantastic this week. Shout out to everyone doing outreach, raiding, live stream spaces, and it has really picked up, isn't it? Really, really cool to see that after 4 or 5 weeks of down charts and down sentiment. Really, things have turned around pretty quickly there. Vouch had a nice 25% pickup or uptick, it says, in part due to the LP with Peacock, and of course, another big, giant project joining up with Peacock as well. And we talked about Hog and Gladiator games, so it really is game on. Vouch remains the number one valid on PulseChain. Get your bags packed, folks. Time for liftoff, I guess they're trying to say. They got list off here, but liftoff, I guess what I'm trying. Number one valid on PulseChain. 148 billion tokens staked. $5 million. 4,643 validators. And we got 367 community validators. 7-day APR 10% and 1 year APR 11%. So good place to park your money if you wanted to have a nice high yield, safe return. So kind of cool. So that is from Vouch. I think they had a few others as well. 10 hours ago, Sleeping Giant, one that has a great but unrealized or newly emerging power. Vouch is working quietly in the background, but it's already powering PulseChain in a big way. Vouch is currently validating around 1 in 10 blocks. Whoop! Awesome, eh? And PulseChain securing the chain, earning rewards and cycling those yields back into the ecosystem. That's the secret sauce, the flywheel effect that you'll really see kick in as the network activity gets busy. So obviously PulseChain price, even though it's rallied, we bounced off that 2,700 mark. We're now at 3,500. It's still super cheap compared to getting up to 0001 again, even the mean sacrifice price. So you just all this awesomeness is happening down at the bottom of the chart. A lot of the weak hands have been shaken out, and the cycle is looking good. Earning rewards, that's secret sauce there. Vouch validators capture not just block rewards, but priority fees. The rush hour bonuses paid when demand spikes, and of course we have seen that in the past quite a bit of times. Those fees are routed through the Vouch distribution layer, fueling growth of community owned validators, buybacks and burns of Vouch, liquidity boosts for Vouch and V-Pulse peers, and of course ongoing Pulse flowing to stakers. More network activity, more fees, more yield, more ecosystem growth. Now, you know what I like about this? It really democratizes, really makes it easy for everybody to get in. You don't have to do a validator and you don't have to do all that. You can just participate in these kind of protocols. And of course, you always want to keep your portfolio spread, in terms of your risk between protocols, but it's pretty awesome there. The groundwork is laid, the validators are alive, the yield streams are flowing, the sleeping giant is waking up there, and that's from Vouch. I like that. Very cool. So looking good there. What's that? 14 hours ago, taking a moment away from crypto for a moment. Here at the Vouch HQ, we're thinking of everyone in Jamaica. Apparently, there's some storm there going on there. It's pretty amazing, that, isn't it? Yeah. Alice in Wonderland, guys. Alice in Wonderland makes me think of that. So some pretty cool stuff happening there, and of course we talked about the Vault Alliance there as well. Some pretty big heavyweight moves happening, connecting up the dots, right? Pretty cool. So that is from Vouch right now. Vouch. So looking pretty good there. Now, one of the things I want to talk about was Bria. Now, this is not necessarily Coinwell, but it is supposed to be the AI agent, and it did get pumped yesterday. And we've got that on the move as well. So let's talk about that. We've got any more comments? No more comments there. All right, so let's get to Rack and Michelle. Rack and Michelle put out a little video. Of course, we're expecting Coinwell to come up next in early November sometime for launch. And of course, Triple Dad sort of indicated that time zone. We knew it was going to be a Q4 launch. And here we are. Crypto loans, no interest, no fees. Most crypto financial services smile while quietly draining your wallet. Coinwell is built different with no gouging and no hidden interest and pointless fees there. So that.
What if you could access the value of your crypto without selling it? And what if you could do it for 0% interest? Now you can. Welcome to Coinwell. What if you could...
So I thought that was a cool, it's a cool name, Coinwell. It's very professional. It's a blue chip offering on PulseChain. It will be multi-chain. And, crypto done well. I like that. So, it's going to be very, very more corporate orientated. So don't expect it to be, the usual sort of PulseChain teams, as whether they're, good or average or whatever. But this is going to be, hopefully we'll get this eventually gets some sort of NASDAQ listing or ties into Donald Trump Jr., all the other sort of things that Rackham's teased about. That'd be very cool. Institutional investing, Saudi money, whatever it is, it's getting, having a project on PulseChain that can get access to that in the US will be very, very, very cool. So we wish him well with all that, of course. And of course, Triple Dad there helping out there. All right, so that is some of the cool stuff there. And of course, we're going to see what happens to Bria. Obviously, will that become the a competing meme? Rackham did talk about it several months ago. He wanted to be the top meme, but of course he's up against Peacock, and of course there are other ones that are people like Most and Pump Tires, etc. But the ones with the business behind them are certainly going to be the hard ones to beat out, right? Because they've got all this value to just keep funneling in to their coin. So it's going to be interesting to see where that goes. So there we are, Bria there right now. Random show. All right, so that gets us into Switch. Switch launched from Brandon, formerly Rags to Riches, and of course a big shout out to him. He's launched many projects. He's got a development team. They launch projects for a lot of people. He helped develop the Unity and Notorious with cryptographics using his great setup for tokenomics, which we're following that journey through the phases. And here we are with Brandon. Switch.win, of course, got launched on PulseChain. And pretty much it looks like the first hour here, they've had 1,000 swaps already. And of course, they're targeting 10,000 soon. He says no protocol fees currently in the swaps. Seems like this would be a great place to go for whales who don't like 3 or 4 figure fees. And of course, we've seen that on GoPulse and other ones like that. And so here we are, looking pretty good there with that. So some pretty awesome stuff. Some volumes going through there: XGame, SolidX, PulseX, Wrapped ETH, X. Looks like with some of the key tokens there: Pulse, USDC, Vault. Seems to be some of the key tokens going through Switch last 24 hours. Pretty interesting. Now, this is really, really important. And this was 20 hours ago. It says, do you know you can customize your free Switch.win widget and choose your network? And I think this is really cool. So if you've got a website or something like that, if you're a project team, whatever, you can put this on your site now, right? You can put this on the site. And of course, you can set it for PulseChain, ETH or Base. Obviously, if you're PulseChain, you put PulseChain on there. Change the colors, choose your defaults. So you could probably change it to purple and pink, like PulseChain colors. Choose your default tokens, copy and paste the code to your website. No more fiddling with contract address in your Telegram. Just share the link, which is pretty awesome. Look at that. So it's very mobile. This old widget. And so if you've got a website or something like that, you could definitely send this around. And there we go. Obviously, you can put it online as well, and expos and things. But it's got all the ones there. Very easy. Just copy the code, put it in some iframe or HTML box there, and you can do that. So pretty cool. Even Internet Money says it's nice. All right, so there we go. That is some of the big stuff there. And we've been waiting for that switch to come to PulseChain. It's been on Ethereum, and you could buy and sell Ethereum and Hex, I think, on Ethereum, but now it's on PulseChain network as well. And it looks like they've also got base chain too, so not bad. And we know that many of our protocols, when they're doing the multi-chain strategy, are going to base chain BNB, and of course in the LibertySwap's case, Solana as well. So what a lineup, guys! A Titan lineup. Do you like it? I think so. I think it's been pretty amazing. What a lineup! XGame, Gladiator games, LibertySwap, Vault369, Coinwell. We've got a lot of stuff on. It's really exciting. The Titans hitting the ground running there. All right. If you guys haven't checked it out, check out XGame. That is the link there right now. And we're looking forward to that. So we're going to be covering XGame for a long time to come. Obviously, we cover Gladiator games and other really amazing things, Gladiator games as well. You can join that too. Gaming is certainly a big wave. We see that obviously we're going to have a wave of lending and DEXs and cross-chain bridge alpha drops as well, validators. We've got a bit of everything today in the Titan lineup. Isn't that awesome? And of course, let's not forget the hottest anime series, Pulse of the Fallen on PulseChain. We're so lucky. We're the only ones, probably the only chain on blockchain that has got their own anime series, which is top quality. Awesome stuff. So appreciate that. All right, I'm going to finish the lineup there. That's now in 15 minutes. I did start the show early, and we're finishing it at 12:30 p.m. here in New Zealand, 29th of October, Wednesday. PulseChain, it's getting ready. It's getting rolling. It's things have changed. It's so good. The lineups, everything's set up. We're good to go. And of course, Richard Hart there, passing through, money into Tornado Cash. That's on the move as well. Games are afoot, as it say. Games are afoot. and we're excited about it. All right, take care. I'll catch you on the next show. Bye for now. That's all I can say. Or should we play something out on the way out? I think we should. Let's play out this. All right, peace out. Bye for now.